Yo, what's going on, guys? Ron here, aka Nails, and today, guys, I wanted to switch up the content a little bit. I've been covering Mitsurugi Raizu a lot, a little bit of Malice, which I think like Malice is like one part of like one video, but I've been like really like hard going at Mitsurugi Raizu. I've hard believe that it is the best deck of the format right now. The deck just plays. It has starters that are extenders. It has extenders that are also starters. It has ways to play through basically every hand trap except for Droll, and even Droll is like, depending on your hand, doesn't matter. Like I showed the Habakiri plus Ice. Obviously, like I actually did that at locals. I had somebody Droll me the same way, like I said before, where you activate Haba, special Sachi, search ritual spell. And the guy was like, Droll, and I was like, cool. I went normal ice, special star, set cross, overlay, make detonator, attach Saji, ritual spell, summon from deck, summon Haba, or attributed Haba, summon Murakumo, set, I think I actually drew Great Purification, which was absolutely insane. So I was like, set pass, and then, yeah, man, couldn't break the board. Dude could not break the board. Drolled me, couldn't break it. Literally hand looped himself. So, but yeah, I want to talk about Rice. This is Rescue Ace RYZEAL. My RYZEALs need saving, ladies and gentlemen. You know they're all at 2. You know, Lifter knew that, right? He knew he got the smoke. He got hit to 1. You know, so yeah. It's just I've seen this deck floating like here and there, like vague videos and stuff like that, like few and far in between, playing Rescue Ace RYZEAL, but not recently with like Tachyon and stuff like that, right? They were playing it before Tachyon was a thing, obviously before this was limited, and this was limited. But, so I wanted to play this, and then, like, this is just, like, a rough build. This is nothing final as of the moment. I'm actually building this IRL right now. I have some stuff on the way and stuff like that, because I want to play, Rescue Ace in my Rogue format at locals, which I thought would be really fun, because you just don't play in a nib. The only thing that really hurts is, like, imperming, turbulence, right? It's like imperm turb, and then you're like, ouch, right? So, real quick, I want to go ahead and showcase this 2-card combo that I have right here. We have X plus the emergency. So you go ahead and go main phase. You go ahead, special summon, send this effect. You go ahead and you search the sword here. And then you still have emergency here, but I mean, you just kind of like tribute another thing here, so it's like this doesn't really give you like an extender. Like if this was Habakiri, right, this would be an extender, whereas it's not really in this deck. It's kind of like it's a starter. It's just a starter for the other engine. But yeah, so and you'll see like why I have like just the emergency, and then like obviously you need to tribute another Rescue Ace monster from either your hand or field. So yeah, we'll get there. So you special this effect, right, and then you go ahead and you grab the ice here. Go ahead, normal summon ice effect. Go ahead, special the star. I tried playing this without star, and I just couldn't get it to work good enough, right? Like it was good, but it just, in my opinion, it should have been better. Which I maybe that's like a crazy take or something like that. I don't know. Specifically, so go ahead, you make duo drive with specifically these two here, the star and the ice, because you don't need them. You want to put these two in the grave. Obviously, this is going to be for node later on. So you go ahead, overlay, you insulate yourself, and then you actually make Battling Boxer the king here, Dempsey. You make Dempsey here, and Dempsey triggers on special summon to search you a level 4 or lower fire warrior monster. Well, hello. It's basically like a special summoning. It's like a Rhoda that I can make for Airlifter. Here we actually add Impulse to hand. I played 2 Impulse specifically for this reason, because you wanna you basically like sack 1 for like this kind of combo. Here and then because that way you have another one that you actually add later in the combo. That way you can interact. It's another interruption for your opponent. But here you actually activate Duo Drive, and then you go ahead and detach the 2 off of the Battling Boxer, because the Battling Boxer doesn't. You don't need it to use its materials for anything. Cool, and then we'll add to hand the Ice and the Node here for follow-up, right? And then what you can actually do here is you can go ahead and just special the Node, right? And then you go activate Node, you send this, you target Sword, right? Bring this back, and then you actually just make Detonator here. You don't continue anywhere else. You don't make an extra 4. The extra 4 that you made was the Debsy. You trigger the effect of Detonator to attach, and then this is your full RYZEAL combo, right? RYZEAL combo is over. You have Ice for follow-up next turn, right? You can normal this, and then you obviously have like full continuous there. If Cross is still on the field, you'll still draw a card. It's it's really, really good. And then you have obviously, like I said, Eclipse Twin set up with the Battling Boxer. Here's where you activate the emergency. Here you go ahead and you just special summon the little hydrant, and then you go ahead and you get rid of the impulse from your hand. Now you go ahead and activate this. You'll go ahead and you search Turbulence, and then you'll actually activate Turbulence effect. You'll banish the 2 that you have in the graveyard to special summon himself. You can summon him in attack or defense. Normally I'd actually summon him in defense, just because like he's not, I don't know, I just do. And then we actually set all 4 here. So I play, as you can see, I play Extinguish, Contain, Rescue, and Alert. I don't play the Barrier one because like it's just not that good. It's called Reinforce. It's just it protects like something one of your rescue ace monsters, I think, from destruction from battle or card effects that turn, and then it gains 1500 attack and defense, which like doesn't really do anything. Like you can't even activate it in the damage step because it protects first. Like if it like it says like if it's a gain first or something like that, it'd be probably really cool. But so I'll go ahead and read over these real quick if y'all are unfamiliar. All of the spells and traps that you get that you use with the Rescue Ace get a special effect when you have Hydrant on the field, and Hydrant cannot be targeted for any kind of effect or for attacks during the battle phase, as long as you control another Rescue Ace monster. Anything else, and all the other Rescue Aces are pretty big. Like even like Impulse is like 15, which is I mean obviously that like Ice makes him look small as a 17, but you get the point. So yeah, go ahead and go over the effects. This is always treated as a Rescue Ace card. If you control a Rescue Ace monster, target effect monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Then if you currently control Hydrant, your opponent cannot activate the effects of that destroyed monster or the effects of monsters with the same original name. If you pop Eclipse Twins, if they hard make Eclipse Twins during their combo, and you pop it, does not get to activate that turn. So like you see like the combos where like they go ahead and they overlay and then they special the node. But as soon as they do that, you can flip this, pop the twins. They lose the send off of the duo, and they don't get the Eclipse Twins trigger. It's super strong. Contain says all of them are always treated as a Rescue Ace card. If you control a Rescue Ace monster, target an effect monster your opponent controls this turn, that effect monster cannot attack. Also, its effects are negated. If you control a Rescue Ace Hydrant at resolution of this effect, that monster also cannot be used as material for a Fusion, Synchro, XZ summon, or Link summon this turn. Completely floodgates your opponent on you specifically using that monster as material. If your opponent starts with EXT and they go EXT send Aggregator, you can actually go Chain Contain, target EXT, and then on resolution of Aggregator, regardless of whatever it targets to negate, cross negate it, and then you have 3 materials on Detonator. You can go, let's say they have Sword in hand, right? They go Special Sword, effect, Chain Detonator, pop. Search Ice, Normal Ice, effect, Chain Detonator, pop. And let's say Ice specials Node. And then they go Node effect, send whatever. Like they could send EXT, right? Like, or let's say like they leave EXT on field and they send something else from hand. Either way, you just go chain detonator, pop, and then that's all 3 materials. And then they have, if they left EXT on the field, it can't be used. And then whatever they brought back, let's say it's probably sword, they can't make anything. And if their EXT was their first action, they're locked, right? They can't make anything else. And then even so, like, you have contain. So if they summon node and they go node effect, you can just contain it. And then you can you would go chain detonator, target itself to pop, and then you would go, do you have anything there? No. Chain contain, target node on its effect, sending whatever for cost, and it'll be negated. And then you just bring back detonator, have 2 more pops left in it, which is super crazy. Rescue, not a lot of people play rescue. I think rescue is really, really strong, specifically for its secondary effect with Hydra on the field. Also always a rescue ace card. Target a rescue ace monster in your graveyard, or if you control rescue ace Hydra, you can target a monster in your opponent's graveyard instead. Plus summon it to your field. You can only activate this card once per turn. Or you can only activate rescue once per turn. So there's a big difference there. So yeah, you can actually like steal your opponent's like you can steal like let's say like they go node target sword. You can go target sword in their graveyard, special it to your field, and activate its effect, and then search. Because you haven't activated sword that turn, obviously, right? Because it's a new turn, right? So which is really, really strong. So you can actually like add like your EXT or ice to hand, which like, so you could like on top of that add EXT. Super crazy. And then last but not least, you have alert. Add a rescue ace monster from your hand to your hand, or if you control hydrant, you can add a rescue ace monster from your deck to your hand instead. You can only activate alert once per turn. And then, like I said, so you really want to keep hydrant on the field. It's really important. And then also at the resolution of this, we actually do activate alert here, and you actually want to grab the other impulse that I was talking about here. So you can actually grab impulse. And then impulse is an interruption on your opponent's turn. It says whenever your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, quick effect, tribute this card from your hand, or face up field, special summon a machine, 1 machine rescue ace monster from your deck. So you can summon Preventer, you can summon Fire Engine. Those are your 2 targets. So yeah, so this here is your full board. It's super, super crazy, right? Like I said, so you have the Cross Negate, Detonator with 3 Eclipse Twins, Turbulence. Speaking of Turbulence, this card says, if another card or cards you control leaves the field by your opponent's card effect, that does not mean destruction. It does not matter. If your opponent causes any card on your field to leave, this thing will you can target one card on the field and destroy it. So yeah, if you're, like I said, it doesn't matter like what your opponent does. Like this thing is super, super crazy. It's basically like having an extra detonator with like a material on it on the field, because it's also a 3000. Like if this was an attack, it'd be 32 and 32. Like they're basically the same. It's super crazy. Also, I just want to point out that detonator is a rank 4 XYZ monster, and this is a rank, is this a rank 10 or a rank 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a rank 9 main deck effect monster, and it has 3000 attack. Just detonator is crazy, man. But yeah, obviously Hydrant's giving all of these effects. You have Cross Negate, you have Impulse in hand, you have Follow Up. Like this board is cracked, right? You have like a Monster Negate, you have a pop, you have recursion, you have another pop, you have another negate, you have multiple pops. It's just like you have 5 pieces of removal just with like assuming like detonator doesn't come back, right? Let's say like detonator just used all of its materials like right here to destroy stuff. You have 1, 2, 3. If this activates 4, and then you have 5. And then, or, you know, obviously if this comes back, right? So it would use the 2, then pop itself, and then 2 more. So that's 5, and then that would be 6, right? That's an extra pop. So that's, you know, it's just incredibly strong. And yeah, the main issue that I have had running into this deck, though, is like it doesn't bridge well. Just like the hands can be kind of like clunky. So like this for example, right? Like this could be combo for either one, right? So we have cross out for like droll or whatever, right? Doesn't matter. And we have call by, so like we're not getting hit with anything, right? We could go like I could go activate this. They go Ash, cool. I search ice, and then you can go ahead and you know, droll me on resolution. I'll just cross negate it. I will go ahead and show this combo real quick though. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with this would be just X'd. So we'll go ahead and do this, because like I said, we're insulated here, so we don't really care, so we'll just put this back, and then it's fine. So here's what you can do. Let's say so we don't open the rescue A stuff right here, right? So activate effect, cool, grab this, it's fine, special summon, effect, grab ice, no, normal summon, effect, special star, effect, cross, cool, activate the cross, right, because they can't stop me. So we're not playing like a draw card like Dugara's. So here we could just go, again, these two. Yep. Make duo. And then what would you actually do here is you would make the battling boxer, just like you would normally. So here, right, you go trigger effect, right, because they're not going to interact with this most likely. You add impulse here to hand, right? And like I said, impulse says when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, quick effect, you can tribute this card from your hand, special summon. So if they they manage to get something on the field somehow, and like activate its effect, however that might be, you can impulse and get to special summon the airlifter from deck, and then airlifter will get you obviously rescue, and then that's full combo, right? So, you know, super crazy. Here we'll go ahead and activate this. We'll go ahead and detach these two, grab these two, right? And then we'll go ahead and special summon this. No effect, send this, special back this, the sword, cool. And then here we'll just make detonator, which is fine. Summon detonator, trigger of detonator, cool, attach to the Eclipse Twins. And then so like we still have 5 cards in hand, right? And then we have duel with 2 materials, detonator with 3, so that's cross, negate. We have these 3 cards for interaction, which is super crazy. And then obviously we have impulse for our opponent's turn to interact with them. So like whenever they're comboing, we can go like rescue we can go impulse summon like fire engine or something like that, or like preventer and like book of eclipse, like one of their cards. It's still really, really strong. But yeah, we'll go ahead like rematch real quick, see if we open again. This is mainly just like this is like one combo or the other, right? So like I said, also like just like I said, summon Tachyon, you can reveal this, and then you can either search obviously the RYZEALs, or you can search Airlifter here, which if y'all are unfamiliar with the Airlifter combo, I'll go ahead and do that real quick. We'll just go ahead, we'll put back the sword, right? We're not going to be using it because it needs to be normal summon. So you go normal summon, activate Airlifter, go ahead, grab emergency, right? If we get drolled here, we had cross because we started droll in deck. Cool, we let that resolve. If they try to droll us, go ahead and activate this. Go ahead and we get the hydrant, send this, cool, activate, go ahead and grab turb, cool, activate turb, banish 2 for cost, summon, activate turb, set 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 yes. Cool. And then like say they held like Imperm or Ash, or obviously not Ash, but Imperm or something like that, we have cross out, and then we can set Imperm and then pass on this, Right, so like the only thing is we did start with Tachyon, which means like we're extra deck locked into XYZs only, so that means we can't link climb here. But you would pass on this, which is a lot. This is a lot. You know, set 5 pass is not something that you laugh at, especially when there's Droll in hand, right? So yeah. So here, look. So I opened up EXT and Emergency, right? You've already seen this combo. I also opened up Rescue. So here, like this would be. So if you open up Rescue, I'll go ahead and I'll just show this because we can just hold the Emergency here. Grab this. That's fine. And then special this. Effect. Go ahead and do this. Cool. And then you normal this. Effect. Special star. Effect. No. Set the cross. Activate cross. Cool. And then we go ahead and summon the duo drive first. Same old, right? Summon the battling boxer. And then this time we will go effect. And we'll go ahead, dump the, and then this is where you actually dump Lifter to grave. Send to grave. Cool. That's fine. And then here you can go activate duo is fine. Duo drive effect, detach these two, search. We already have everything, so we can just search this and what's the best one? Probably EXT, right? Just for follow-up to have it. It's fine. So let's see here. We could actually go activate this, target the Lifter, right? Special summon Lifter. Lifter effect, right? Lifter would grab us. We'll grab HQ, right? Obviously, if this was an emergency, we'd grab emergency, right? We could, because we're gonna set alert. We're gonna do this. This is the only one that we don't have access to yet. So this is obviously we'll keep this in case like our opponent interacts with cross, which is fine. And then here we would go activate this. That's fine. Summon. Get rid of that. It's fine. Effect. That's fine. And then we go ahead and grab the turb, right? And then like also like the entire time here we're completely insulated from any other like monster hand trap because of cross. So like I haven't made detonator yet because it doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and we can activate this. So what's good about this combo as well? You don't have to banish emergency because emergency you can banish this card from your graveyard, target a rescue ace trap in your grave, set it. So this recycles. So you banish these two, right? And then you can summon the biggest of turbs. Here we'll go ahead and it's fine. We'll just go ahead and summon this. We'll go ahead and like it doesn't matter because this is gonna happen anyways, right? So we'll go ahead and do this, and we can set these three. Boom, boom, boom. So we have an extra emergency. It's cool. And then we'll go ahead and we can set extinguish later. And then we'll go ahead, activate this, and this, target sword. It's fine. Bring back sword. Make detonator. Boom. Detonator effect. That's fine. Attach the Eclipse Twins. So here you have the exact same board. But you have a little bit, it's a little bit better because emergency is still engraved for follow-up. And then here we'll go alert and add impulse, right? Like instead of impulse, we could have gotten like fire engine or extinguish too because we had the like the alert, right? That you could banish. So, but like I said, I just like having this in hand to interact with my opponent. It just feels really good. And then, like I said, we have Rescue Ace HQ for follow-up here. So this is, like I said, really, really good because, like, if our opponent interacts with us, go ahead and or they get rid of cross, we just activate this, and now we're still drawing cards, and we're just recycling the other engine, which is still really, really strong. Because, like, Rescue Ace, has like a very grindy game with it, right? And so does the RYZEALs, which I think why these complement each other so much. Besides just obviously Airlifter being a 4, so but yeah, I think that's just you know, really really good. So yeah, so this is the deck list, right? Go ahead and sort it real quick just so y'all can look at it more cleanly. I'll throw the nips down here because those are hand traps. I'll throw these down here. These are hand traps. Just try to get the hand traps like all by themselves. Like that. And then, cool. And then, yeah, I'll just go through the card by card. So we have Turbulence, Preventer, Engine. I'll go ahead and talk about these in case I didn't. Banish, if you control another Rescue monster, quick effect, you can target an effect monster your opponent controls, change it to face down defense position. If this card sent to the graveyard, you target a banished Rescue monster except a level 8, special summon it. That means yes, it can special summon Turbulence because it is a level 9. You can use each effect of Preventer once per turn. Fire Engine, if a Rescue Ace monster is normal or special summon to your field except Engine, you can special summon this card from your hand. This will actually, this can chain block because this triggers with Airlifter. If you normal Airlifter and this is in hand, this will trigger, and it's a trigger effect. So since like Ash Blossom is a quick effect, they cannot Ash Blossom your lifter if this is in hand because this will trigger afterwards and block it. And then you can special summon this card. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, except you can special summon a level 4 or lower Rescue Ace monster from your deck, hand, or graveyard. So you can. This would allow you to get to the either Airlifter for follow up. It can get you to Impulse, or it can get you another Hydrant. Like it's really good. So like you could do like this instead. Like I mentioned before, when you add off of the alert, so you can add this, banish one of the other Rescue Ace card. You could banish alert itself off of this to summon it, and then during your opponent's turn, obviously if they special summon, then you go ahead, and then that's when you get Impulse to field, and then Impulse can do its thing, and then that would get you to Preventer, where I'm doing it as it's like Preventer gets to this, and then this will get to Preventer, so it's probably better in the combo to actually add Fire Engine now that I've discovered that, but it's whatever. 3 Lifter because Lifter is cool, 2 Ice because that's all, and 2 Sword and 2 EXT because that's only ones that Konami will let us play at. I mean. The 1 Node, obviously the 2 Impulse I already covered, the 2 Hydrant. The reason that these are like at 2 and then these are at 3 is because like normally in Rescue Aces this would be at 3, but or it depends. But like the normal summon, like the main normal summon in this deck is usually this, because this is usually being special summoned by like Emergency or something like that. So you really want to normal this because this is a more impactful normal summon than either one of these, depending on the hand, right? Like, but yeah, so Tachyon because of the 2 search targets here, which are these 2. We're actually not playing Bonfire because, like I said, this is mainly evolving around the Rescue Ace. So we don't have Bonfire because, and Tachyon obviously lets us bridge into both. The 1, and the 1, the Holy Trinity, you know, very strong. Alert, because I think this card is very good and I didn't want to cut it. 3, Emergency, because the Emergency is broken. Rescue's really good. Or I'm sorry, not is it Alert? Graveyard, or you control Hydrant, you can add it from deck to hand? Yeah, it's Alert. Alert was the one I considered to cut, not Rescue. Rescue's really good. This could probably go in the side deck. Most likely, I think it should. Because it kind of clogs my hand, I think. This is a Lancia Surge. We can just go ahead and cut these real quick. We'll put this in the side. I think that's just better anyways, because our main like mainly want to get to Cross because Cross is just so much more powerful than HQ, and it requires less resources to draw. Also, these are both worded the same. It says place them on the bottom of the deck, which means even if your opponent, like, let's say DD Crows, like, let's say you go, like, 2 banish, 2 graveyard, and, like, your opponent banishes one with, like, DD Crow, you just put the 3 back, and you still draw a card, so it's really good. And then we have, obviously, Contain and Alert, which I covered. And then we have 3 Imperm, 2 Nibiru, 3 Fuwalos, 3 Ash, and 2 Droll. I don't know why, but I'm playing this ratio, but I've really been liking this ratio when I'm playing the Charmies in the main. I really hate playing Droll in the main with the Charmies, because I keep drawing these together, or I see this, and then, like, my second, or, like, my first, second, or third draw is, like, Droll, and I'm just like, brother in Christ, save my soul. It just sucks really bad. Moving on to the extra deck, Typhon. I played this over Baguska because you can always make this for the most part. So it's just really good to just like slap over anything, even if it's just like Hydrant's the only thing on the field. You can just slap this bad boy over the top of it. It's really, just go into the board, go crazy, because you can still have some of your spells live, right? And maybe not the traps because you don't control this, but aggregator for EXT, detonator because obviously why not? These are our 2 Tachyon searches, the 1 twins, the 1 duo, the bridge, Exiton just to like, brother, that board is scary, get that shit out of here. Emerald for whenever they inevitably out either this or both. Mainly this is for the RYZEALs. Obviously, I explained this in my other deck. For the Mitsurugi is pretty self-explanatory. And then we have the fire package, the OTK package, the it's your time has come package. So Hida, Princess, Ambler Whale, the Raging Phoenix, and Zelantis. I got all 3 of these in QCR, and they're just so beautiful. It's another reason I want to play this deck, because OTKing my opponent is really funny, especially when I can do it as shinily as possible. In the side deck, it's pretty simple. Malice, Mitsurugi RYZEAL, Search Lancia. I want to burn you in time because I need to win, bro. Judgment for going like hard going first, and then obviously HQ. So that's the deck, guys. That's the profile, the example combos I wanted to go through. Like I said, I wanted to bring some diversity to the channel and whatnot, and I hope y'all like this. I probably am going to play this probably sometime later on the channel to like showcase playing obviously into boards, against boards, trying to play through interaction obviously as well, and just familiarizing myself with the deck better, because I feel like this deck could be like really good. Obviously, like when this deck pops off, right, it's just super good. It's just like the 2 engines don't fit together super well, right? They're very independent of each other. But like I said, like when I see EXT and Emergency in hand, brother Christ, that is so nice. Or even Ice for that matter. But EXT is definitely the best starter. So, but yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the other good stuff. Let me know if you like me reaching out and stuff like that. I also want to bring like White Forest. I want to play. I'm putting together a 60-card Dragon Ruler Tempai because Resolving Grasp is just crazy. Especially when everyone like in the format right now is playing 40 cards. Like there's like nobody's playing pile decks right now, right? So like I feel like it would just be really funny. Also like I'm gonna go into locals again. Gonna be trying to record my matches and stuff like that and bring them to y'all, which is gonna be Rogue, Heart of the Underdog, which hopefully I'll play my Dragon Rulers this coming up week. I have my final set of Dragon Rulers coming in, all in QCR, so I'll be playing like the shiniest Dragon Rulers that you've ever seen. And then obviously like my main stuff, like I'll be playing like Mitsurugi RYZEAL. If I build this and I decide it's like really good, I'll go ahead and like just commit, and I'll take this to locals too, so you can watch me play it. But yeah, like I said, guys, hit the notification bell as well. Lets you know whenever I drop new content and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.